Soon, Delhi to introduce common transport cards for all government buses. Upon implementation, this common card will allow passengers to pay fares for 7,135 buses operated by DTC and the cluster scheme using a single card. Single card system होगा. A tentative rollout scheduled for December 2023. 70 names pending. Supreme Court flags government delay in appointment, transfer of High Court judges. Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul. Today I am silent because the Attorney General has asked for less time. Next time I will not be silent. There is a lot to say, but I am stopping myself, he said. MLA Durgesh Patak takes Kejriwal's AAP's rise to Harvard. The AAP MLA focused on healthcare, education, democracy, the notable initiatives implemented by the Municipal Corporation of Delhi and other pertinent topics. The opposition is praising the mayor. The leader of opposition is saying that the mayor spends less time in the office and more on the street, constantly inspects the wards. ये MCD के mayor के बारे में बोल रहे थे. Delhi ka. It has been brought to my notice that officers from the Vigilance Department are threatening, intimidating and harassing officers from different departments into issuing illegal orders. The officers say that they get repeated phone calls from certain Vigilance Department officials threatening them that if they don't issue the said orders, their inquiries will be opened against them and they would be suspended. Inordinately, slowly, poorly organized and popularly perceived to be the playground of the rich and the powerful, the criminal system is seen to be so broken that even the dysfunctional and corrupt police force is reckoned to have a better shot at ensuring justice than the courts. The strategies employed by Modi government to undermine the autonomy of the judicial branch, India's judicial system is no longer independent. Dushyant Dubey ne bola hai. They ask for water but are not ready to take water during floods. CM Maan takes a dig at Haryana and Rajasthan. We have funds to help flood affected people. Changes should be made only in the rules for releasing funds. I want to help my people in these difficult times. AAP moves condemnation motion against BJP MP Ramesh Biduri in MCD House. Village Hut seek extension of the Delhi e-bus services to Haryana's Jhajjar. I have assured them that under the able leadership of CM Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi government will consider their demands. Kailash Gehlot ने बोला है ये. हाई कोर्ट की सरकारी डिस्पेंसरी में होगी डेंटल सर्जन की तैनाती. दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट की बात कर रहा हूं मैं. Gandhinagar market will be redeveloped on the lines of Chandni Chowk now in Delhi. Delhi Environment Minister Gopal Rai held a key meeting on Monday, gathering more than 200 representatives from both government and private construction agencies at the Delhi Secretariat. आम आदमी पार्टी अनुराग नंदा ने बोला है कि बीजेपी ने 9 साल में हरियाणा को लाइनों में लगा दिया. अनुराग नंदा कांग्रेस से 25 साल राज किया, ना मजबूत सुविधाएं मिली, ना बच्चों को रोजगार. बेरोजगारी की वजह से जान जोखिम में डालकर अवैध तरीके से विदेश जा रहे हैं युवा. मध्य प्रदेश 7 years have passed since the drinking water project was launched in Bakswaha at a cost of 13 crores, but the residents are not getting a single drop of water. Passage of women's quota bill win for democracy and BJP's ideology too, PM बोल रही है. Unveils 72 foot tall statue of Deen Dayal Upadhyay, प्रधानमंत्री ने बोला है ये. And on the same note, BJP का एक लीडर उत्तर प्रदेश, उसका nephew is accused of assaulting women. Sports activities in Badnawar, CM gravel used for CM meet leaves school grounds unfit for sports activity. Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan was to address a Jan Ashirwad Yatra meeting at the playground in town on September 17th. However, his visit was cancelled due to incessant rain. To make the playground usable, gravel was spread across the area to cover potholes. Despite the substantial expenditure on the event, attendees were left disappointed, highlighting the need for better planning and execution. The rallies afterwards saw a halt in sports activities as the gravel-covered field posed risk to the players and pedestrians. The cleanup effort required collection of scattered gravel, a challenging task that left school students and athletes disgruntled. Madhya Pradesh, a 27-year-old pregnant woman gave birth on the roadside after an ambulance failed to reach her home in the village owing to broken roads and overflowing drains in the Barwani district. Haryana has become a capital of crime. आम आदमी पार्टी डॉक्टर सुशील गुप्ता ने बोला ये hundreds of people influenced by Kejriwal's ideology have joined Aam Aadmi Party. Delhi government has entered into an agreement with Switch Mobility for procurement of 950 lower floor electric buses. These 12-meter electric buses are expected to be delivered within 4 to 6 months. Additionally, the government has signed contracts with JBM Auto and PMI Electro Mobility for the deployment of 1049 meters electric houses. Delhi government hospitals of Punjab will be managed with Shushruta or software. The system will be introduced in 5 hospitals on a pilot project. Then we will implement it in all hospitals. Only 150 specialists were found against the requirement of 500. Ready to leave the party but will not withdraw the complaint. Saroop Chandra Singla, BJP. Supreme Court on Wednesday referred to a 7-judge constitution bench the question of whether the legal immunity enjoyed by legislators under Article 105(2) and 194(2) of the Constitution protects them from prosecution for taking a bribe. Article 105(2) confers an MPS immunity from prosecution in respect to anything said or any vote given by them in Parliament or any parliamentary committee. Article 194(2) grants similar protection to MLAs. According to the official data, a staggering 1.6 lakh Indians have renounced their Indian citizenship and become Canadian citizens in the past 5 years. During the same period, approximately 8.4 lakh Indians choose to give up their Indian citizenship in favor of becoming citizens of 114 different nations. Notably, 58% of these individuals opted for either Canada or the United States as their new home. ITIR project shelved, Kaleshwaram project shelved, unfulfilled turmeric board, unfulfilled Kachipet rail coach factory, unfulfilled. There are long lists from Telangana. Each of the states must bring out lists of unfulfilled promises of Modi government. 21 British MPs call on UK to halt FTA negotiations with India whilst Manipur violence continues. The Enforcement Directorate told the Supreme Court that the probe agency will not summon BRS leaders K. Kavita in the Delhi excise policy case till the court hears her plea on November 20th. Over 9 lakh people have been recruited in different central government departments by the India dispensation since 2014, as against the 6 lakh during the first 9 years of the UPA rule. Union Minister of State for Personnel Jitendra Singh has said that. The Indian government aims to bring 60% of the total wheat area under climate-resistant varieties for the upcoming rabi sowing crop season due to strong El Nino conditions. ICRA expects India's exports of cut and polished diamonds (CPDs) to fall by 22% to $17.2 billion in financial year 2024 amid weakened demand from the key consuming nations. In the wake of its triumphant moon mission, ISRO is now gearing up to unlock the enigma surrounding dying stars and exoplanets. Meet Manipuri neurosurgeon Dr. Amit Kumar, who teaches wushu at a quiet corner in Impar East District, an extraordinary task to promote game in the state. In a heart-wrenching incident, 2 newly borns tragically lost their lives due to extreme cold conditions at an unlicensed clinic in Shamli district, Uttar Pradesh. Manipur government reimposes internet ban for 5 days after fresh protests. Jewelry heist in Delhi's Jagpura. Thieves make hole in showroom wall, steal jewelry worth rupees 20 crores. All apps under India stake safe. India rejects Moody's fears on Aadhaar. No need to delete fake post flagged by fact check unit. Should runaway bride be barred from filing dowry harassment claims? High Court ne bola. AFSPA extended for further 6 months in parts of Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh. Lucknow girl overcomes foster mother's abuse in US, returns to home city to find her roots. Government 23 years का है बहुत सही है. Government's policy is to open new doors for girls. PM नरेंद्र मोदी बोल रहे हैं on one hand, and उन्हीं का लोगों ने assault कर रहे हैं, मार रहे हैं, सब कुछ हो रहा है. There was a rape case that is going on about BJP MLA. All state government and state government aided private aided schools will be closed on 27 September to 29 September in Manipur. Next pandemic is already on the way, could claim millions of lives, warns global health experts on sounding the alarm about an upcoming threat of the next major pandemic that could claim millions of lives, Daily Mail reported. Film actor Juhi Chawla attends DMC meet in Mumbai over cutting transplanting 389 trees for Malabar Hill Reservoir. Investor demand for sovereign gold bonds (SGB) surged to a record 11.67 tons, valued at 6,914 crore in the second tranche of the current fiscal year, despite high gold prices. 27 December 2022 में almost like 2.8 tons of 2.8 tons of gold sale हुआ था sovereign gold bonds, price 5,409. 14th March 2023 को 3.5 टन्स सेल हुआ था. 27th June 2023 को 7.7 टन पे सेल हुआ था. At that time the price is 5,926. अभी the price is 5,923 and 11.7 ton सेल हुआ था. India had estimated 6.6 million frontline workers in 2022-2023, down 17.5% from 2021-2022 due to global microeconomic challenges, said a report released by Better Place Workforce SaaS platform. India में frontline workers are reducing. They have reduced by almost a 1/5 of it. 17.5% कम हो गया. All sectors except e-commerce saw an increase in frontline worker demand. Logistics, the biggest employer in financial year 23, saw 18% drop in average salaries in India and also witnessed the highest attrition rate. 22% attrition rate in logistics, e-commerce में 19%, IT sector में 15%, retail में 15%, banking में 13% हुआ. November saw the highest attrition among frontline workers due to festivals. For most frontline workers were in their 20s. Graduate degree was the must in demand, it seems. And in India, 42% of the graduates under the age of 25 are unemployed, it seems. Petroleum products are unlikely to be brought under GST anytime soon, as doing so can cause states' fiscal deficit to balloon while also widening revenue losses for the centre, two senior government officials told Mint. The centre will borrow 6.55 trillion for the second half of the ongoing financial year, or 42.45% of its gross market borrowing of 15.43 trillion for the full year, the government said, leaving its borrowing plans unchanged. Law panel readies report on simultaneous polls, likely timelines for 2024 and 2029. Owner of Adani Power's Mauritius investor is a single person company, it seems. Modi government's massive outreach yatra to take central schemes to villages now. 5 World Cup games matches in Ahmedabad. Hotels look to make a fortune in Ahmedabad. Before Lok Sabha polls, Modi government's massive outreach yatra to take central schemes to villages will be started, where Pradhan Mantri Rath Yatra karenge, it seems. He is going to go through basically Delhi se leke, he is going to go to Uttar Pradesh se he is going to Madhya Pradesh ke baad he is going to go to Maharashtra se Gujarat, then Rajasthan. This is one tranche. एक दूसरा ट्रांच जाएगा बिहार से झारखंड से ओडिशा से फिर से छत्तीसगढ़ तक जाएगा. नेक्स्ट एक ट्रांच जाएगा नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लिए, एक ट्रांच जाएगा. टू दिल्ली जल बोर्ड इंजीनियर सस्पेंडेड ओवर मॉन्यूमेंट डेमोलिशन रो. सुप्रीम कोर्ट allows आशीष मिश्रा टू विजिट ailing mother. अमित खारे gets extension as advisor to PM Modi. वैसे ही एक 1 year extension मिल गया था बीजेपी RBI का डिप्यूटी गवर्नर who is a very good friend of BJP. Soon Delhi to introduce common transport cards for all government buses. Gangs in Bengaluru are extorting commuters using an injury tactic, it seems. India Inc.'s legal expenditure rises to 63,807 crore in financial year 23. India may fix biggest subsidy schemes, food and gas, that cost a whopping 4 lakh crore, it seems. Okay, आप लोगों को पता होगा कि MP अभी recently women's bill pass हो गया था, but अभी अगर if you look into the women's participation in India has the highest number of women MPs in Lok Sabha in 2019. From the second Lok Sabha in 1957 that has 27 women MPs, the number of women MPs have increased almost 3 times to 78 in the current Lok Sabha. 2019 saw the highest number of women MPs in the lower house of the parliament, including 31 Rajya Sabha members. India has more than 100 women MPs, it seems. ये साल भर साल increase हो रहा है. For example, in 1991, 37 are the number of women MPs. 1996, 40. 1998, 43. 1999, 52. 2000, 2004, 45. 2009, 59. 2014 62 and 2019 78. 14.4% of the MPs in women in Lok Sabha, but in the 78 women MPs, उनमें से 56 women MPs are actually related to one or other, like उसका husband के साथ related है या उनके घर में कोई ना कोई already politician है. So the women MPs who are present, almost like 56 of them are actually seasoned women MPs, it seems. Women contestants in elections have increased 16-fold since 1957. अगर देखा जाए तो highest number of women MPs have contested in 2019 724. In 1996 the previous highest, that is 599 hai. In 2009 it is 556 and 2018 पे 724. Winning share of contestants in Lok Sabha elections अगर देखा जाए तो women have a good winning share of 10.8 than men when it compares to the winning the number of people who contested and the people who have won. So OPS, old pension scheme के कारण the actual pension burden is set to grow approximately 4.5 times more than the estimated pension scheme expenses under the national pension scheme. By 2060, this additional burden under OPS is projected to reach 0.9% of the GDP annually. Any move back to the OPS by the states would not be financially sustainable. ये गवर्नमेंट ने डाला है ये. फिर इसके बाद for the month of July 2023, the index of industrial production with base 2011 and 2012 stood at 142. The sectorial indices of the industrial production for the mining and manufacturing and electricity sectors for the month of July 2023 stood at 111.9, 141.2 and 204 respectively. Yeah, these are some of the news which I have.